At your last meeting, I spoke about a chapter on global warming in the new biology textbook and about science teachers at Thomas telling ninth graders repeatedly that the world will end in a few years. I complained about fear-mongering of children, claimed the textbook is dishonest and political, and provided numerous quotations from prominent scientists that discredit claims of climate emergency. My purpose tonight is to provide further information that discredits the political narrative being taught as science. Those who claim climate emergency claim there's almost unanimous agreement among scientists. This claim is based on studies that examined abstracts of climate change articles. For example, a study by John Cook claims over 97% consensus. Cook studied 11,944 abstracts of climate change articles. The thing about measuring consensus by examining thousands of abstracts is that you can claim whatever percentage agreement you want. No one will know unless they examine the 11,944 abstracts too. Fortunately, that is what Dr. David Lee Gates did. What did the scientists agree on in the Cook study? Cook said he was examining the consensus that most of the warming is from human activity, but then conflated that definition with two other definitions. So if an abstract said humans contribute to warming, it was lumped in with those that say humans cause most of the warming, and both of those were lumped in with those that say the warming is dangerous. That's not all. The search terms used to identify abstracts yielded a non-random sample, weeding out studies demonstrating natural causes for climate variability. That's not all. Cook eliminated from his sample 7,930 papers that expressed no opinion. That's 64% of them. That's not all. Dr. Lee Gates found that Cook categorized only 64 papers of the 11,944 as in agreement with the definition Cook said he was examining, which is 0.5% consensus in the entire sample and 1% among those who expressed an opinion. Yet, Cook claims his study showed that almost all scientists agree that humans are causing dangerous warming. Why would advocates of climate catastrophe fabricate consensus among scientists? Perhaps so people will think it must be true, perhaps so they can call anything to the contrary misinformation and call dissenters climate deniers. Dr. Lee Gates suggested I tell you that science does not operate by consensus, that the consensus is overstated by intentional inflation of the number and by media who ridicule anyone who dissents, and that data shows that warming is both natural and human-caused and will likely be more beneficial than harmful. You can also check out the petition signed by 31,487 scientists that states there is no convincing scientific evidence that human activity is causing catastrophic warming, urges the rejection of global warming agreements among nations, and affirms the benefits of increased atmospheric CO2. If, in the service of a political narrative, the district is miseducating and fear-mongering students on the science of climate and its variability, I suggest that the district follow your policy that students be taught both sides of issues and that they are not persuaded one way or another, not just on climate, but on all issues. Thank you.